one before, I'm going to go Vinatieri.
Okay.
Legendary kicker.
Hall of Famer.
Will be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Will be a Hall of Famer. I mean, so clutch. You can't write New England's history without him.
8 people that went undrafted in the NFL that had successful careers.
Whoa.
Like at a high level. And then I'm going to ask you to rank them the top 3 out of these 8.
Okay.
These are all big names, okay? Kurt Warner.
Okay.
Warren Moon, which I did not know.
Yes, CFL. Had to go up there and play 6 years.
Did not know that.
Yes.
James Harrison.
Yes.
Adam Vinatieri.
Oh my
Priest
God.
Holmes. Wes Welker. Antonio Gates. John Randall was undrafted.
Yes.
That's a crew of 8 dudes that didn't get drafted. Those are some big-ass names.
Yeah, man. To rank them, I would have to go in reverse order.
Okay.
Because I don't think Priest Holmes is going to be a Hall of Famer.
No, these weren't in any order.
I understand that.
Okay,
I'm saying, but Priest Holmes, good player, great storyline.
Yeah.
Not a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
But undrafted for what he did, led the league a couple times in rushing.
Yeah.
I would take him number 8.
Okay, so you're going backwards. 8,
I would have to go back. I have to because I can't do the top of the list.
Got it. Okay, 8. So you got Priest off there.
Okay.
Who's 7th?
I'm going to go James Harrison with number 7.
Number 7, all right.
You know, really good career,
100%.
intimidating figure. Got cut, I think, a half dozen times or something like that.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that either. Okay.
Yeah, truly one of the enforcers that we've ever seen in the game. And a lot of people like him.
Okay.
Yeah, to be an enforcer, it's hard for people to like you. A lot of people do like James.
Okay.
Self-made.
Okay.
So I go with him at number 7. And you said Antonio Gates, right?
You got
Basketball player.
You got Antonio Gates, Welker on there.
Okay, I'm going to go with Welker first. Welker's not going to be a Hall of Famer.
He's your 6.
Great career.
Yeah.
Good wide receiver coach, 2 in the NFL.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, because the top of the list is so heavy, I'm going to go with the tight end here from Detroit. My guy drafted by the Chargers. Played basketball, I think, at
Gates.
Antonio Gates.
Yeah.
Played basketball at Kent State.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
College basketball player.
He's 5.
He's 5. Just went into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I'm
How
gonna
about
say,
that undrafted Pro Football Hall of Fame? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to go the one before, I'm going to go Vinatieri.
Okay.
Legendary kicker.
Hall of Famer.
Will be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Will be a Hall of Famer. I mean, so clutch. You can't write New England's history without him. And then 4th, I think I'm going to go with Johnny Randall, one of my teammates there in Minnesota, undrafted. He grew up.
He would be 3.
Yeah, he grew up in a house that didn't have plumbing.
He looked like he'd be okay in any house.
Man, he survived.
Yo, he looked
great guy, great
looked like
ambassador for the game.
He could survive anything.
Also helping a lot of guys transition out of the game into their next career.
Okay.
And then the next one, I'm going to go with Kurt Warner.
Okay.
Number 2, great story, bagging groceries, arena football. But Warren Moon is truly the greatest story because he had to go to Canada for 6 years.
Where did he play in college?
University of Washington.
Nobody picked him up in the NFL.
We were still in the era of we prefer the quarterback to be a white guy.
The era of we prefer him to be a white guy. Okay.
Yes.
So he went to Canada.
Yes. Slayed it up there. Came back into Houston with the Oilers. Got them almost to the Super Bowl. Buffalo had the huge comeback on them. Came to Minnesota. I played 2 years with him in Minnesota. I'm very fond of Warren Moon. 244 catches and 24 touchdowns in 2 years. Him and I.
Crazy. Imagine if Adam Vinatieri had been with the Bills instead of the Patriots.
Oh, it changes the arc of the
Isn't that
team.
fucking crazy? Changes the whole narrative.
Yeah, that guy's important.
Yes. And the guy in Buffalo, like that guy was clutch.
Yeah, that's a hell of a list. And now is the time to start looking at those lists because it can happen. Mm-hmm. It's rare, but it can happen. The draft is just lane assignments.
Correct.
All right, you're going to be you got a little more guaranteed money. I mean, I'm going to be a little more patient with you. Mm-hmm. All right, and then I'm going to set it up for you to be successful, especially in training camp. But then after that, it's a free for all.
Correct.
You know,
how did some of these other guys? I get it. Warren Moon, I understand that makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. John Randall, Gates,
undersized.
John Randall, undersized.
Undersized, 230-something pounds. Texas A&I, they're not even a college anymore.
Damn, okay.
Gates, a college basketball player, didn't play any college football.
That's actually impressive in and of itself.
Yeah, I think he's the only Hall of Famer who didn't play college football.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, he's a bad dude, man, from Detroit, man. Dude is a bad dude. Antonio Gates, kids, look him up.
That is
Detroit's
finest. Unbelievable
finest.
Story.
Yes.
And Kurt Warner was he played in college.
Yes. I think that overall arm strength and then getting to a place that he could develop, because at the greatest show on turf, that quick release.
I love him. He's great. Yeah, quick release. He had that team of the Rams.
But arena football helped him because you could see his quick release and the ability to persevere and stay in there. Great team leader, great guy, great teammate, all those things.
Arena football is a different program.
Yes.
They opened one in Connecticut that Mohegan Sun did.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
My buddy, who didn't play football ever, decided he was going to try out for the team. He was going to be a quarterback. And they charged everybody like $300 to try out.
Yeah, I need that much insurance on you.
Dude.
In case somebody kills you.
Dude, you know how many dudes showed up to pay him $300?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I rolled in. It was a Coast Guard Academy. And my boy, I never seen him throw a football in his life. He wasn't even an athlete. I don't know why he did this. And it was like a wide receiver. My kid played college football. Mm-hmm. And he went out, got into his cut. My buddy hit him in the back. And this dude just spun the fuck around next guy hitting the calf. He came over. He said, "What do you think?" I said, "You need to sneak out of here before it fucking gets back." So one of these guys
you sneak out before they charge you $600.
One of these guys is gonna fucking. They're gonna charge you $600 and kick your ass. Yeah. No doubt about it. That is a bad group of 8 dudes. So crazy. So Hall of Famer you got out of these that aren't drafted.
I went in the 4th round.
You went in the 4th round?
First team All-American. I'm the only.
Why'd you drop?
Character issues, took money from an agent that wasn't cool back then.
NIL. You were early on the NIL.
Yeah, that's more taking the money from the agent than anything else. And I did flunk a couple of drug tests smoking weed.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Well, that's what happens when you have a surprise test. Surprise.
They told you you'd been prepared.
I would have been prepared for the results.
That's Well, you already told us how to do it. You'd have got somebody else.
Come on now. I get you around the test now.
You would have got around the test. You already did that. If you've not seen that podcast.
I can get you. No, I had to quit, but I did have all the tricks to get around the test.
But had you not had that shit, you'd have been a first-round draft pick?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Did you know that going into the draft?
I knew it was going to be tricky because I had to threaten to sue the league to get into the league. They had to change the rules. So I'm the official guy that changed the rules.
What rule?
That you had to be 4 years graduated from high school.
Oh.
Chris Carter was the first one to come to the NFL 3 years. Now, Herschel Walker, people get it confused because Herschel Walker went to the USFL.
Yeah, then came.
He hadn't come to the NFL. I was the first person to come
back
from
then.
college.
You had to do 4 years out of high school. Couldn't be drafted in the NFL until you'd been 4 years out of high school.
Yes, your graduating class. Yes, I was the first person.
So you could come earlier if you didn't graduate college, but you had to be 4 years out.
And then I had to make a deal with the NFL that I would drop my lawsuit against them. They would allow me to come in.
And what was your lawsuit based on? I get the
amateurism.
Okay.
And then them not allowing a person to be able to convert amateurism because I had already signed with an agent. So the NCAA had already proclaimed me a professional.
Oh, so you were ineligible to play college ball. You wanted to play in the pros, and you were stuck.
Yes.
And if they hadn't settled, you had to sit and wait a year?
No, I was going to sue them, though. They don't want that lawsuit.
Yeah.
But I would have had to sit, yes.
You've been out a year. Okay.
Yes.
I did not know that.